Just every.
I'm still sick.
Yeah, he's
I just got done
shit
coughing too, so I was like, I was thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna cough right away, and then I did. This first thing I did, of course. We're gonna go back in time.
We're gonna do
12 years.
And 13 years.
I seen this movie in like 2012
or 11 years. Yeah,
and I seen it once since, and I love this movie. It's called Goon, and my brother, don't read that. He doesn't know a fucking thing about this movie.
I'm reading it.
I literally just rented it on Amazon. I'm like, we gotta watch this. Like, I forgot this movie even existed. So it's called Goon, and it's fantastic. And we're gonna see what he thinks. I think it's fantastic. I'm just curious.
Where do you rate it?
Oh man, I don't know. I haven't seen it for a long time. I'm gonna say it's like a 9.
A 9?
Yeah. I wouldn't have just rented. I've seen it like more than once.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have just rented it had it not been that high. Remember, it was
you did just buy it, didn't you?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Well, I rented it for like $4.
$4.
Yeah. So that's the story, and we're gonna get to it and watch it, and then we'll tell you how we feel about it at the end. So
peace.
See ya. All right.
Wow.
We just saw The Goon.
Yeah. What do you
think?
I liked it a lot. It's actually a really good movie. It's a weird role for him to be playing. He's kind of dumb. He's not dumb.
He's usually the guy who's like the, I don't know,
the comic relief.
Or he's always like the smart, whatever.
Yeah.
This one he plays someone who's a little slow.
Sorry, what you got?
But
fantastic, very very violent movie. That's the premise. Is
really bad language.
Oh, terrible! It's what's it?
He does it a ton, every other scene.
So it's a filthy movie in its own way, but like it's still, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was great. 2012.
11.
It says 12.
I looked it up right before this.
Oh well,
yeah.
It lies.
11 or 12.
It lies.
Yeah,
something lies.
But yeah, so
older movie. I don't know how I missed this. I mean,
I don't know.
This reminds me a lot of, as you see down below, Slapshot.
Mm-hmm.
How that's like a very like aggressive hockey movie where all you're doing is beating. I mean, it's mostly about
this one's
combat.
This whole movie is about this kid who's really good at fighting.
Yes,
and then he gets a chance to be on a hockey team, even though he can't even skate.
But yeah, they teach him how to skate.
They teach him how to skate because he's so badass.
Yeah,
and then it basically the whole movie is framing up to him fighting the
worst
he's
enforcer.
A goon.
Yeah,
who just a hockey enforcer. So
yeah,
it just leads up to him fighting the league's most vicious enforcer for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Who's going to retire that year.
Yeah,
and so they finally go head to head, and Dougie.
There's so many people getting punched in the face in this movie,
and there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of nudity.
And it looks like
drugs.
Good blood too.
Really,
it's not
really
fake ass Hollywood blood.
Not that
it's
bright,
like,
vibrant blood. It's like the visceral black blood.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, we just rented it on Amazon, I believe, but
$4, I think.
Yeah, it's
$99.
So what do you rate it?
For me, this is probably an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Maybe
to me, it's a 9 because every time I watch it, I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
It's not.
Hey, bud.
It's weird. There's a romance in it that doesn't.
It's weird romance.
It's not even necessary for the movie. But it's like another.
It's kind of his motivation sometimes.
Is it though?
A little bit.
I feel like it's not.
She's more of a distraction.
It makes him a multi-dimensional character because he's got a bunch of things going on in his life.
Yeah,
and a girl is one of them. But like, it's not integral to the actual arc or any of the story.
It makes him seem so much more honorable. Potato.
It does.
He's actually bumping it.
Move to the camera. No, it pulls character traits out of him. He's kind of a sweetheart. You think he's like a knucklehead, and he's not.
Yeah, you think he's just a violent, horrible person.
He's really nice and respectful, and like, thank you, sir. And like, he's
at
just
the end when the guys are, you ready to fight? You ready to do this? And he goes, Thank you for asking, sir.
Yeah, he's just,
Well, that's his role model, though. It's like
It
his
is.
hero is
he's about to beat up his hero or get his shit kicked out. Yeah.
The crazy thing is, it's based on a true story.
Which I don't know who this person is.
It's Canadian, so we wouldn't have heard about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So this is only Canadian leagues
Yeah.
stuff.
If
Okay.
you didn't notice, they're in Quebec and everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry, yawning.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend.
Long weekend, but yeah, I'd give it an 8. I think it's
8. That's good. I give it a 9, but that's just because
I can't go that
the
high.
first time I seen it, it was such a different movie. Like, I seen this in 2012.
Okay.
I seen this
theater?
No, I
Oh.
seen this. I don't know, with one of my buddies. He's like, you should watch this.
Yeah.
And it was relatively new, but yeah, and it was so different and so unpredictable. Is what I loved about it.
Yeah, that's very true. There is a like third act kind of breakup and things like. I mean, it's formulaic that way, but it's like what is actually happening is not. You wouldn't see that coming.
He steals this girl from her boyfriend, basically.
Yeah.
Who's a self-proclaimed slut, and then
her words.
He honorably, weirdly enough, goes to his house and says, "Hit me in the face a bunch of times."
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your girlfriend, and just
and he's like, "Just hit me one more time."
And the next day, he's got a game, the most important game of his career. He just can't even see. He's just like, "Well, whatever, it's fine. It's what I do." He's like this innocent kind of like, but not innocent, weird.
You feel bad for him because the hockey leagues like chew you up, spit you out type
They
thing.
do. Let's see. All the characters on the team were really cool. They're very neat.
They're all unique in their own way.
They are. They're very
hilarious. Like the relationships between them.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's awesome.
A lot of I think they pick on the goalie a little bit. Like some of the team does. They do shit to him, and then like there's like the captain. He's an older drunk dude who's he's good. Like there's a couple of Russian dudes in there that are all like they're just picking on saying Russian weird shit, and you're like, what the hell? And like.
Let me sign your dick.
Yeah, like,
this is a really adult movie.
It's raunchy.
Yeah.
It's kind of raunchy.
It's super raunchy.
Yeah. There is some nudity in it too, but it's not. It's not. It's just a couple of boob shots.
Yeah, this dude snorting cocaine off
drugs
off of the hookers' bodies.
Yeah. I mean, what up, Tates?
What?
What else? The coach, he's great. I forget that actor's name. He's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
He's been in movies for forever. He's great in this.
They're all great. I actually really love this movie.
I don't think it's, the weakest link to me
was the spitting scene where I was about to puke.
My God.
I hate spitting.
Oh, you
As
do.
you guys know
You've mentioned it before. Yeah. And they're just having a spit fight, a loogie fight. And they're like trying to block with like magazines. And it's just this
it's so gross.
Horrible.
I don't want to talk about that. What was the weak link?
His girlfriend. She's the weakest link out of the whole. Like,
I don't mind her.
She was bland as hell. In the sense that, like, she wasn't that bad, but I mean, I do in the sense that her character was just not interesting enough for.
She's like a hockey groupie,
big time. But like,
so to me that was interesting because I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Oh yeah. There's a lot. They're out there.
Yeah, so she's a hockey groupie,
just
and
like you know how every player on the team is like interesting, and then there's the girl. She's not as interesting as any of those characters.
She's a drunk and a slut and a hockey groupie.
Yeah.
And she just keeps rubbing it in your face that she's those three things.
All those things. And that's her. That's her.
And I feel like she feels bad for him the whole movie. And that's why they get together.
Yeah. Because he's just way too nice.
Yeah.
So this is... so I'm going to give this an 8.
I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's great. Yeah. That was fun. It was fun rewatching it. So, but yeah, I'm glad we got to go back, watch something that I've seen you haven't.
Yeah.
Did it catch you off guard when it first began? Because you don't know what to expect.
Well, I didn't really. What part? Maybe like
just the first bit of violence, or the first bit of everything, or that guy talking.
Oh, he. What's his name?
His best buddy Jay
is just
Baruchel.
Completely off his rocker, like
off his
and he doesn't shut up. So he's like, "This happened!" He's like, doing all. He's very like
animated,
and it's great. And apparently, he directed this movie. Is that what he said?
It said he
written by Jay.
Written by him. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Still though, I mean, his character is he's very spicy.
I like it.
You
though.
know?
It-
Yeah,
it
he's
adds
a
to the movie
colorful.
because
He's
Sean
the
William
clown.
Scott's character is a little bit bland. He's really a good character. Like
He is.
I
He's
like
sound.
him.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be like coming up with these.
But
crazy.
You could tell they had they're like, well, it might be boring if this guy's the only guy. So they add this one guy. who's
Yeah,
just
but he's
fucking
also
nuts.
like his biggest fan, and
his
he's
best
just
bud
like
and
his
all that
best
stuff,
friend,
yeah.
and he's always like taking care of him and whatever. And so it's interesting.
But yeah, well, it was fun. So I guess until next time, eh?
Yeah. Until next time.
You should watch this movie though. It's really good.
It is. It is
If
good.
you
It's
don't have
worth
your
the
kids
watch.
with you.
It's don't have them.
No.
Family outside,
Yeah.
like the room,
So.
because that can't happen. So.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.
Peace. Ugh.